Hello, Anthony. Thank you very much for taking the trouble to ask Lady Crabtree a few questions. We'll put those questions to her and we'll see what her answers are, shall we? Now, where are my glasses? They must be in here somewhere. Honestly, the thing's in a woman's handbag. I wondered where that was. Oh! Lovely. Oh, there we are, right at the bottom. Always the same. Now this phone book, let me see. She must be in here somewhere. Well, I've been all through the queues and I can't find her anywhere. Now, wouldn't you think the Queen would be in the English phone book, I ask? There are a lot of Queens in here, but not the one I'm looking for. Hello. An interview? Not Oprah Winfrey again. She didn't give me the earrings back the last time. Oh, is it Ellen? If it's Ellen, I'll do it. If it's Jay Leno, forget it. Yes. Is it Johnny Carson? Well, nobody told me. Heavens to Betsy. Yes. Anthony. Anthony who? Anthony Hopkins? Oh. Anthony Perkins? Oh, he's gone. That Anthony. Well, why didn't you say, you stupid woman? I did. The staff these days, really. Hello, Anthony. Well, it's lovely to have this word with you. I was just going out, but don't worry. No need to fuss yourself. Now, it was very, very kind of you to interview me over the internet, and that's a first, really. You asked me so many questions, I don't know where to start, but I have to say, I've what in England we call a bone to pick with you. When I visit places in England, I'm nearly always mistaken for Her Majesty the Queen. But who did you say I looked like? Mrs. Slocum. I shall say no more about that, actually. Now, you asked my opinion on various things, and I've written them down, because you asked me so much I shan't remember what you asked me. What do I think of the Beatles? Well, I'm not very fond of insects at all. I'm only teasing. Now, I'm old enough to remember, you see, when the Beatles first started in the 60s, and we used to think they had such long hair, but actually it was no longer than yours, Anthony. How times have changed. But if you want my honest opinion about the Beatles, I would say that I like their songs, but I don't like their singing. I like it when other people sing their songs, but I don't actually like the sound of the Beatles themselves. It's true. I'm going to be honest with you here. Now, Davy Jones I did like, and I thought he was cute, and he hates people saying that he's cute. Can't stand it, but he was cute. And I preferred the Monkees to the Beatles. Now, Paul James, who you saw at the start of this video, has worked on a new book that's coming out next year, this one. And in it there is a bit about the Monkees, and Davy Jones is mentioned, so you might like to buy that via the internet, why not? What else did you ask me? BBC radio and television, of course, I love. In England, the BBC is known as Auntie, because it's terribly wholesome, the BBC. Not as wholesome as it used to be, but there we are, everything has changed. And as I have done so many television and radio programmes for the BBC, who am I to criticise them? Monty Python I did not like. They always had men dressing up as women, which I think is quite unsavoury, really. Yes, something sadly lacking in their childhood, I think, when they do that kind of thing. I'm not a great fan of science fiction, I have to say, so Red Dwarf passed me by. But Chris Barry, who is in that, was he a Rimmer? Something like that. If in America you ever come across a series called The British Empire, That stars Chris Barry, and I can really recommend you that. I have every episode on video, and I roar with laughter over that one. I'd love to know what you think about that. The Queen. Well, if you search YouTube for a video called Lady Crabtree and the Queen, you'll find out a little bit about Her Majesty and myself. I have worked for Her Majesty, and we haven't always seen eye to eye, I have to say, but that's another story, and if you watch the video, you'll find that out. Princess Diana I met on numerous occasions. She was a much stronger character than people gave her credit for, you'll know. And I think her great problem was that she was far too young when she married, and had she been a bit more worldly and an experienced girl, then I think life would have been very different. Tragic ending for her, of course, but there we are. That was Princess Diana. The paranormal. Well, I'm going to tell you something that's absolutely true now, Anthony. I have seen 2 ghosts in my life, honestly. Once I lived in a house in a place called Brighton, which is on the south coast of England, and it had about 4 flights of stairs going up it. And one Sunday morning, when I was alone in the house, just me and the dog, I was going down a flight of stairs, and I heard footsteps coming after me. And I looked back, and I saw a man, dressed very smartly in black, come down the stairs and go into the kitchen, and I heard him say to the dog, "Hello, pup." And I went into the kitchen, and there was just the dog. There was nobody to be seen. But he was as solid and as realistic as you are. And I heard him clearly, and I heard the footsteps coming down the stairs, and yet I was alone in the house. Now, if I hadn't believed in the paranormal or ghosts before then, that really changed it. And another time I was at a church service very early in the morning. It was 8 o'clock in the morning, and we were in a little side chapel. And I looked across, and a man dressed in blue, not modern dress, but a blue shirt, walked through the choir stalls towards the organ and disappeared. And there was nowhere else he could go, and there was nobody in the building other than the few of us in that side chapel. So I can only assume that he was someone who had gone before. So I do certainly believe in the paranormal, and I particularly like spirits, but that's another matter. What was the final thing you asked me? Oh, the internet. Well, of course, I love the internet because it opens up the world and you make whole new friends. How would you ever have interviewed me if it hadn't been for the internet? I would not even have known that you existed, so I love the internet. Now, just to end, I've got something to show you. You showed me yours, so I'm going to show you mine. Well, Anthony, I thought yours was lovely, and I wanted to show you mine. This is mine. Oh, yeah. This is Oliver. There he is. Oliver, you see Anthony? Say hello to Anthony. There we are. So, thank you very much for taking the trouble to interview me, and God bless you all. And if you're ever buying me a drink, remember mine's a large one. Goodbye, God bless. And from you too.